Alright, and we come to the big two of the Oscars list of 2015. Performance by an actor in a leading role. Even before I announce the nominees in this category, I have to say one thing. I'm surprised, okay, that J.K. Simmons, who's been nominated for performance in a supporting role, is someone who'd actually beat everybody nominated by the performance of by an actor in a leading role. Alright? J.K. Simmons would beat any of his nominations hands down. His performance in a supporting role is that fucking brilliant. Alright? But let's see who's nominated for Best Actor this year.
I'm making a t-shirt saying I love J.K. Simmons.
Yeah,
I'm making
I would fucking wear it. I would fucking wear that one. Right? So performance by an actor in a leading role. You're Steve Carell for Foxcatcher. You have Bradley Cooper for American Sniper. Where is my plastic baby? Where is my plastic baby?
the plastic baby.
You have Benedict Cumberbatch in The Imitation Game playing Sherlock Holmes in Imitation Game.
Yes.
Okay? You have Michael Keaton in Birdman.
Playing Batman in Birdman.
But Michael Keaton is a really good actor in this movie. That's all I can say. He has acted worthy of being in the leading role. Right? And then you have Eddie Redmayne in The Theory of Everything. Okay? But now, in performance in a leading role, I would say Steve Carell does not cut it because it's a monotone. He's played the same.
But tell me one
He's played the same character all throughout. He's maintained it. Yeah. Great applause to him. I love him for the fact that he moved from a comedy guy to a funny man to someone playing sinisterly.
But how is
bad.
How is it a leading role? Isn't he a supporting character just like J.K. Simmons?
But I don't know why they decided to give him a leading role. But
I
anyways,
have no
okay.
idea.
Bradley Cooper, strictly no, that was not a performance you get an Oscar for. Okay. I'm like, I don't even have words for it.
I'm
Why
sorry, I'm
nominated
mocking
here?
Bradley
Yeah.
Cooper, but the plastic baby.
I love Bradley Cooper, but Oscar nominations, sorry, no.
Did you notice how he kept flicking the arm on that plastic baby
Yeah.
as if going, hey, it's a plastic baby, bitches, what do you
It's
think?
like guitar, yeah, ding 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 ding. It was just fake. Bleh. Yeah, and you have Benedict Cumberbatch in The Imitation Game. If I actually put one scene from The Imitation Game on the left hand side of my screen and I put one scene from Sherlock on the right hand side of my screen, I actually cannot name the characters he's playing.
Except for the haircut.
Except for the haircut. Exactly. So that's my whole point. He's played the same role he plays all the time. There's no transference of character. Maybe that's what the director wanted, but that actually doesn't cut it as an actor for me.
You know what? He's like Tom Cruise. He's the new age Tom Cruise, where Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise in every single film.
Yeah. Actually, Benedict Cumberbatch has played a little bit of Sherlock mixed with a little bit of Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory. Okay? I think that's the perfect combination of what he's played in Imitation Game. Not worthy of an Oscar. Alright, it is a great performance. I love the performance, but it's not worthy of an
And
Oscar.
in case you don't know, Benedict Cumberbatch has also played Stephen Hawking, and Eddie Redmayne kind of outdid him in every single way.
So we'll come to that.
Here's why I think Eddie Redmayne is outdoing Cumberbatch right over there. They both played the same role.
Yeah. So Eddie Redmayne, I'll come to Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah.
I think he is the one who will take it away this year, but I'll come to why. Okay. You have Michael Keaton, who has acted brilliantly well. He's hogged the entire screen time for the movie of Birdman. He's played an entire range of emotions, which is beautiful. You have him being anxious, angry, concerned, depressed, downright gone. You have him play the entire plethora of emotions that are possible on screen, but still, you have Eddie Redmayne, who might just beat him with The Theory of Everything.
Before you get there, the award for the best washed up superstar coming back to prominence and a great comeback goes to Michael Keaton. But the Oscar doesn't. It goes to Eddie Redmayne. And I think here's why. Pushkaraj, would you like to talk about Eddie Redmayne?
So, Eddie Redmayne plays Stephen Hawking, as we all know, and he plays him from the time he was a fully functional collegian to the completely chair-bound person he is today. And that transition from every level is so believable, like you actually feel you're watching Stephen Hawking go through the process. In the beginning, when he's just stumbling around things, it's not very obvious. You sometimes wonder whether you actually did see it or did not see it. That faint fumbles in his movements, the change in his body language is so brilliantly carried through. If that is not acting, I don't know what is. You know, I actually believe the way he walks, the way he moves around, the way he slumps, his emotion. His emotions, even when he's entirely bound to his wheelchair, are absolutely transparent, and you can see through them. You can feel his emotions. You can feel the funniest part is when he's entirely bound to a wheelchair, and you can still feel sort of a romance brewing between him and his nurse. That is brilliant. How do you convey a romance from to someone who's actually walking and talking around? And he's managed to do that purely through the emotions that he's conveyed through his acting, and that is why I think Eddie Redmayne will take home the Oscar for Best Actor this year. The strongest contender he has in his list is Michael Keaton, but again, compare amount of screen time hogged versus actual performance delivered, I think Eddie Redmayne would beat him this year.
And here's a red herring for Eddie Redmayne. He has also appeared in Jupiter Ascending, and by God, he goes the Godfather on it. Like, I will speak slowly, and he's really terrible in it. But I still hope he wins for this one.
I think Jupiter
You know why?
Ascending just
Because
bombed.
Jupiter Ascending is a movie which he did 2 years ago, and right now he's like, oh my God, this
Why did
movie
I do
came
it?
out now. Just before my Oscars, it ascended on the top of my Oscar and shit on it.
Alright, so you let us know who do you think was the best performer, best actor this year. Let us know your comments, let us know why, and if you think something different, do make sure you make your point and make your vote count.